Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is me, Adisa, the Alpha Empath, and today we are here to discuss gaslighting. So, I have been interacting with so many of our new members in my Facebook group, The Evolution of an Empath. And these members, oh my God, I just love them so much. I just love them so much. I love when people come in to the evolution of an empath with a victim ass mentality. I love it because, as I said, I call myself the alpha empath for a reason. Let me tell you why I call myself the alpha empath. Well, when I first recognized that this ability that I have to actually feel what other people are feeling, not only do I feel what they are feeling, sometimes I will hear what they are thinking. Yes, yes, yes. I know you think it's fucking weird, but look at me. I am fucking weird. I'm owning all of it. I'm owning all of it. Okay. So once I realized I had this ability, I started looking for other people that were like me. And what I found is when I went into all these empathic groups, it was just filled with a bunch of crybaby ass people. I'm gonna be real with you. It was just filled with a bunch of crybaby ass people whining and complaining about why somebody beat their ass spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or even physically. Now, am I saying this from a perspective of I don't have compassion? I do have compassion, but I understand my assignment. I understand that I am here to lead empaths into their power. I'm not going to allow you to rest and victimize yourself and stay in your shit. That's not what I do. I believe in something called radical accountability. So let's first talk about, let me turn on these comments. If y'all watching me, if y'all watching me, go ahead and say good morning to me. You know I like when people say good morning to me. Do not be rude, okay? Say good morning to me, especially with this knowledge that I'm about to drop on you, okay? So let's talk about what gaslighting is. Gaslighting is when someone tries to make you doubt your own sanity or tries to make you doubt your own reality. That is what they do. Now, as I said, this video is for empaths, not for people that just have empathy. This is for empaths. And I find it very empath likes to play victim because when it comes to us feeling somebody else's sadness, we feel it. Yes, yes, yes. We feel it. When it comes to us feeling somebody else's pain, yes, yes, yes. We feel it. When it comes to somebody else that we are not in a codependent relationship, when they be on some bullshit, we feel it and we honor our intuition. However, when it comes to our own personal relationships, when it comes to our own romantic relationships, all of a sudden we can no longer honor our intuition. And I did this. In fact, I did it for years. So I'm not speaking to you from a perspective of judgment. I'm speaking to you from a perspective of experience. Okay. Listen, I have a father. Well, shit, we all have a father, right? But let me tell you what I did and why a gaslighter is probably one of your best teachers. I had painted a picture in my head of my father because I wanted his approval so much that in this illusion that I created of him, I gave him qualities that he really didn't possess. He didn't possess them, but I needed him to have those qualities in order to make myself feel good about honoring the fact that I am keeping him in my life, even though I know he doesn't serve the healed version of me. He serves the broken, low self-esteem, unhealed version of me, but I wanted him in my life. So I painted him with an illusion of grace and mercy and compassion. And he had a lot of great qualities, a lot of great qualities, but he was also brutal. He was also brutal, but I wouldn't allow myself to paint him with that brush. My father was a gaslighter and he had a lot of narcissistic tendencies. I'm not going to say that he was a full-blown narcissist. I'm going to say he had a lot of narcissistic tendencies because narcissism is on a spectrum as well. It has low grade narcissism all the way up to high grade narcissism. So just because people have narcissistic tendencies, and most Americans do, the American culture cultivates narcissism. So most people have narcissistic tendencies, but that does not make them a narcissist or a full-blown narcissist. I hope that you can understand this, okay? So my father, when I would try to approach him or communicate to him about the energy that he was in, he would make me doubt myself. This is called gaslighting. And he would paint himself in a brighter picture than it actually was. That's what he would do. And then once I finally started acknowledging the fact who he really was, I then had the audacity to say that he gaslit me. But let me be real and let me take personal accountability. I was the first person to gaslight my own goddamn self. Because I was codependent, I tricked myself out of my own fucking reality of what that person was. I ignored my intuition because I wanted that relationship, and I wanted that relationship more than I was willing to love myself. We attract narcissists and we attract gaslighter empaths because we are refusing to trust our empathic ability and refusing to trust our intuition. Now, there are some people that are not empaths that actually need to understand what gaslighting is. They do. And for those people, shit, us as empaths, we kind of need to tell them, hey, honey, I know that you don't see what's in front of you, but I'm reading this person's energy, and this is what you really are dealing with. We need to help them see that shit. But stop running around here acting like, oh, I'm just such a victim and I had no fucking earthly clue. Stop doing that. You are an empath. Own that shit. You cannot say out of one breath, oh, I feel everything and nobody can fool me and nobody can trick me except this gaslighting narcissist. When it comes to this gaslighting narcissist, I have no clue. My empathic ability shuts off and I just didn't know what was going on. Bullshit. Bullshit. Own it. Own it. Honor your gift. And when your gift excuse me, when your gift gives you that intuitive nudge and you feel your energy do this, like that, when you feel that shit, don't ignore that. Don't ignore that. You know, I have several people that say, oh, Adisa, we can be best friends. Oh, I just want to hang out with you. I just want to kick it with you. I have several men that love all this weird makeup. Men be digging it. Lord Jesus, they be digging it. But and they be, oh, men are so fucking fine. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. When they approach me and some of my students, we went out to like this little party, this little get together at Lava Cantina a couple of weeks ago. And I had one guy approach me. Oh, he was sexy. Oh my God, he was so sexy. Shit, he might be watching this, so let me not say it too much. But the motherfucker was sexy. Okay, he was sexy, and he approached me, and what he was giving me was lots of sexual energy, lots of sexual energy. And it was lots of I want to ravish you and devour you, and I'm into that. I'm into all of that. But I am allowing people into my life now that are serving the healed version of me instead of the unhealed version of me. So even though I can acknowledge his sexual attraction and sexual energy towards me, that doesn't really serve me because shit, I can get sex and a big dick from any goddamn body. That don't really serve me, just to be honest with you, okay? But then I had another man approach me. And here's what he said. He said, I'm highly attracted to you. I'm highly attracted to you. I cannot take my eyes off you. And I'm a good guy. But I know that if I had a woman like you in my life, you would make me superior. Different fucking energy. Different fucking energy. The sexual energy was still there, but it was encased in an energy of, oh shit, this goddess is going to bring me up. Different energy altogether. And I'm like, do I want to engage in this energy? Maybe, maybe not. But the energy was different. Here's what I'm trying to get you to understand, empath. When you meet that fucking gaslighter, you know, honor it. And if you're codependent, why don't you sit your ass down? Sit your ass down, learn how to be single, learn how to love yourself instead of distracting yourself with the relationship and getting mad when they gaslight you. Well, what were you supposed to be doing? Were you supposed to be seeking a relationship from the unhealed version of yourself? Were you supposed to be seeking a relationship when you know Spirit had put you into isolation so you could learn how to love yourself? But instead of doing that, you aborted the mission. And then you went over here and you picked up a fucking lesson. Well, okay, I can understand it. I picked up lessons too. But if you want to thoroughly learn the lesson, you can't be a victim any longer. See, I know when people haven't learned their lessons, it's because they be victims. You haven't learned the fucking lesson if you are still a victim. And I am not talking about these people that just want to be so fucking super smart. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about grown ass people. Because there are true victims. There are true victims in this 3D reality. Now, not in the karmic reality, because I understand that energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just transforms from one thing to the next. So, although I was raped and brutally molested at the age of 4 years of age, I could say that I was a true victim in this 3D reality. I had I didn't ask for this man to anally rape me at 4 years of age. I didn't ask for it. I hadn't did anything, I don't think, to deserve it. I hadn't did anything, but that's one fucking perspective. We are empaths, and empaths have the abilities to see all perspectives because they can feel all feelings. And what I learned as the alpha empath is to choose a higher perspective or a higher paradigm that serves me and serves my cosmic self. So at 4 years of age, the paradigm or the reality or the perspective of victim suited me. It suited me and it served me, but it did not serve me at 40. It did not serve me at 40. I had to take another fucking a perspective. So I chose something different. And as I began to know me, all of my darkness and all of my light, I said, why in the hell would my spirit choose or create a sacred contract for me to get brutally molested and raped at 4 years of age? Why? See, I went from victim to, and then I started analyzing something else. I started analyzing because we are spiritual beings, and there is always a rhyme and a reason for a spiritual cause. There's things don't happen by fucking accident. I know that you want to believe in coincidences and you want to believe in accidents, and I am telling you, this world is fucking perfectly designed to teach our souls to develop. So I let go of the victim perspective because that didn't serve me any longer. It served me at 4, but it did not serve me at 40. And I said, okay, why did this happen to me? And I examined my own darkness, and here's the truth. I knew it. I listened to my intuition, and my intuition told me what the fuck the issue was. Y'all ain't gonna like this. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss you the fuck off. So go ahead and cut me off because I'm gonna hit you with a major blow. Here's what my intuition told me. In several of my lifetimes, I have been a man. In several of my lifetimes, I have been a man. And I have been sexually aggressive. And I have raped in past lives. And I needed to understand what it felt like to be victimized at such a young age. So I signed up for a sacred contract to be fucking raped so I could learn energetically a lesson. But then when I looked at my bloodline and the men in my bloodline, some of them had been rapists. So yeah, it kind of makes sense why the ladies in my family see the blood. That's a difference. That's a different sermon, Tiffany. I'm not on that. I'm on gaslighting. Let me get back to gaslighting and let me go to some of your comments over here. Let me go over here. Okay, so we're going to some of these comments over here. Good morning, Nicole. How are you, honey? How are you, honey? I don't know who is this right here. Ooh, girl, preach. I don't know who you are, but I just love your energy. I just fucking love your energy. Good morning, Phoenix. How are you? Good morning. Your ass is too real for the kid. Well, yeah, you know what? I practice authenticity. I really, really do. It raises my vibration, so I tend to practice that. Somebody's clapping their hands here. Yes, allowing people in my life that serve the healing part of me instead of the unhealed part of me. This is crucial. This is crucial. Empaths, do not get involved in no relationship. Talking about you want to be loved and you want to be cuddled and you want somebody to hold you at night. You better learn how to hold your motherfucking self. That's what you better do. I would rather you learn wisdom in isolation than learning wisdom through traumatic experience. Learn your wisdom through isolation. I am telling you that. Oh, and here's another thing. I was teaching my empathic class last night. I had technical difficulties. I know that I was supposed to go live. I will teach it again. Okay, I will teach it again, and I'm thinking Saturday morning I'm gonna go ahead and teach it. And if you want me to teach you that class, you better inbox me and let me know. Because if you show up late, or if you're not in the class, or we having technical difficulties again, oh shit, that's all I can tell you. It just fucking happens. Okay. Um, so yeah, do that again. But here's a little tidbit that you need to know. As an empath, I had to recognize that all day long I go out into this world and people are attracted to my energy. Some people be trying to steal my energy, and I need to restore my energy when I go home at night and I sleep. So one of the things that I had to acknowledge in myself is, although I want to connect and I want to love people, I also need time to sleep in my bed by myself. I do not want my energy merging with yours and me trying to figure out what the fuck you feeling. I just need to feel my own feelings at nighttime sometimes. So being in a romantic relationship with me, I had to acknowledge and tell my partner, hey, listen, if we gonna be together, I need you to have your own room in this house. And when I want to sleep with you, I will sleep with you, and you can come over here and sleep in my room. But sometimes I'm gonna need to sleep by myself. I need that. Empaths, you need a time to recharge your energy without having to deal with somebody else's. Now, I don't know how that's going to work in your marriage. All I know is I'm not ignoring my spiritual needs anymore. And my spiritual needs say I need to be by myself. Hell, even Joshua, it says that he went up to the mountains. He had 12 disciples, but he only brought 3 with him. And then he would go a little bit further and leave the 3 at a part of the mountain. And then he would go and be by himself. Shit, if he's the son of God, and I don't know if you believe in that or not, it doesn't really matter. But most spiritual people always isolate themselves, and they do that so their cosmic energy can recharge. You need to do it as well. You need to do it as well. So let's get back to the subject at hand, gaslighting. Empaths, before you play victim and want to accuse somebody of gaslighting you, and you know what's going on in everybody else's life, ask yourself this question: have I painted a reality of this person that is not true because I chose, here's the key word, I chose to deny the truth of who they are? I am choosing to gaslight myself, and therefore I have attracted this lesson to teach me why it is not safe for me to gaslight myself in the form, and the spirit is teaching me this lesson in the form of this person gaslighting me. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense to you. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I was supposed to be in class yesterday and I ended up being hospitalized, so I missed it. Oh my God, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. But yes, I want you in class. Why don't you inbox me, whoever made this comment? I need you to go ahead and inbox me, and you tell me when you're going to be out of the hospital so I can go ahead and make sure that you're in this class. I want you to receive the knowledge that I'm going to teach you in this class, okay? Learn the lesson through self-love instead of a brick upside the head. Them bricks be hurting, y'all. Them bricks be hurting. So I gaslighted myself regarding my illusion that I had painted of my father. Now, listen, let me give you a different perspective of this. Empaths have a vivid imagination. Oh my God, vivid imagination. And imagination is a portal of creation. It really is. Now, when I choose somebody in my life that is serving my healed self, I will use that same imagination to cover their sins or to give them grace and mercy. But let me say this again. They have to be serving the healed version of myself. That means that without using my imagination, I have just seen the reality of them. I have seen the reality of them, and the reality of them without me painting them with my fucking brush is serving me. Now, once I have seen that the reality of them is serving me, I want that energy in my life. And people are going to be human. They are going to fuck up. And when they fuck up, if they are serving the healed version of me, then I will use my imagination to give them grace. I will do things like, yeah, this person did this, but oh my God, when they do this, look at how wonderful they are. This is me saving my grace for the people that I love. That's a fucking privilege for me as an empath to paint you with my beautiful fucking paintbrush. That is a goddamn privilege. Let me tell you something. And any man that walks into my life, he will tell you, I know how to gas his ass up. Yes, I do, honey. I know how to gas them up. And I do that not because I'm stroking their ego. I'm doing that because that shit serves me. Whatever energy they're giving me, whatever energy that they're giving my healed self, I want it to continue coming. So I'm going to gas them up on their highest version of themselves. I'm always going to paint the picture of them, of how they look at their most healed self. Because if they are giving me great energy in just their reality, can you imagine what they're going to give me when they all the way healed? I look at that shit as an investment. So yes, if I am choosing to allow you into my sacred circle, I am going to gas you up. You better fucking believe it. But when you are trying to come into my sacred circle and my spirit is doing this towards you, this, see what's happening is people are giving you low blows, okay? And energy doesn't lie. Mouths do, but energy does. And so for a really good gaslighter, you have to be aware of the subtle energy. They are not going to allow you to be aware of the big energy. And this is a lesson of wisdom for you, empath. You have to hone your empathic gift so much that you don't have to hear the loud energy. You can hear the small energy. You can hear the small energy. You have to hone in on that gift. So now I remember there was a woman. Oh, and I love her. I do, y'all. I love her. But when I am around her, my energy does this. My energy does this. And I was tempted to ignore it because she's such a fucking rocking ass woman. I'm like, oh my God, this bitch is ratchet. I love ratchet women. This bitch is bad. I love bad women. This bitch is, I love, that's how I love her. But my intuition kept doing this. It kept doing this. And instead of ignoring it this time, because every time I ignore my intuition, I end up with a foot in my ass every single goddamn time. So I have learned the hard way, when my energy does this for a person, I acknowledge it. And then I get rid of the emotional attachment. I don't care if I have fun. I don't care about none of that. What is in front of me? What is fucking in front of me? And I watch. And sure enough, as I watch, my intuition always be motherfucking right. And it saves me from having to have a brick thrown up my goddamn head, because I honored myself. I trusted myself. I painted my own reality that served me, and I believed that. I'm hoping this makes sense. Let's keep going to some of these comments. I needed to hear this. Oh, beautiful soul, thank you for sharing your wisdom. I don't know who this is, but I fucking dig you. I dig you. I'm telling you, I dig you right now. I dig you, okay? Here we have another comment. Saving my grace for the people I love. Yes, yes, yes. Let me tell you something, empathic people. Empathic people, you better save your grace for your family. And I'm not talking about your biological family, because spirit don't care nothing about who you are related to materially, biologically. Spirit cares about who you are related to spiritually. And I save my grace for my spiritual family. I am not going to go out into this world and allow my grace to be shed over. I'm not Jesus. Me and him don't have the same cross. I am not Jesus. I don't have a Savior's complex anymore. I used to. I don't have it anymore. I'm not trying to share my grace with everybody, because that leaves me depleted. But I'll be damned if I go out into this world and give my grace to people that are undeserving of it and have no grace for my fucking family. I'll be damned if I do that shit. Let me tell you something. Women always complain. Oh, my husband's so nice to them people at work, but when he comes home to me, he don't have nothing left to give. That is a travesty. Men experience the same shit. You be smiling in all your friends' faces, be smiling up in your boss face, but when he walks in the door, you don't have shit to give him except some bullshit. No. I will not be a woman that tears down my own house with my mouth. I am going to be loving and spread love and shower them in high vibrational energy. I'm going to do that for my family. I'm going to do that because that's where I live. I live inside my family. I live inside my church. They are part of my fucking building. They are part of the people that restore me. I am going to give my tithe to them first. Before it's going to come off the fucking top. I'm going to give it to them in the morning when I affirm them. Oh, yes, I'm going to give it to them in the morning. And when I come back at night, I'm going to give it to them before they go to bed. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's keep going. I've been on here 24 minutes, almost 30 minutes. Oh, damn. I said I was only going to be on here 10 minutes. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to do another live again. And again, I'm going to teach this class again on Saturday. You need to reach out to me in my inbox if you want to be in this class. I love you guys. And if you like the information that I shared, go ahead and share me. Talk to you soon. Bye.